So, to my understanding, we're starting 30 minutes late, so I'm not going to get super into the recap or whatever. To my understanding, y'all are planning to break into the church at the end of this day, right?
Yeah.
Until
sometime later.
Until we changed our mind. No, I'm kidding.
Okay.
Now we're gonna break into the guard's place now.
Guard's place I can do. Y'all are going to be waiting another hour if you go anywhere else.
Okay.
Because there are a couple things that I've changed up to run this session that I think are going to work well. There's a couple things concepts I snagged from the Strahd game that I'm running for these folks on Saturday nights, or every other Saturday night. I.e. the dynamic lighting and the restricted movement. I'm gonna warn you about a couple things ahead of time tonight. Number one, I have done my best to restrict movement in this on the maps, or on the map that you'll be going to. I haven't messed with any other maps yet. This is a dungeon type map, so be prepared for that. That means it would be easier on you if you move your token with the arrow keys rather than clicking and dragging.
Wait, you can move your token with the arrow keys? The fuck?
Oh yeah, that's what we're doing. Yeah.
Holy shit!
We dancing.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, works great.
Yeah, it's basically like almost like a top-down RPG. It's turn-based.
Yeah, that's fucking cool as fuck. I didn't know.
Almost like you could just turn this into like a game or something.
So
almost like this is a game or something.
I know, right? Like, could have fooled me. I thought we were just chilling.
Yeah. And I thought we were playing in Imagination.
Imagination Land.
Going on an adventure in Imagination Land.
Hey, can I nominate that Oscar get some inspiration for his recap? Because that's actually really good.
Already got one, but thanks, bro. I like notes, so.
Every group's got to have one note taker.
And it's never me.
I'm a notes person. I have this one note with like a million different session notes from all these different campaigns. There's so many tabs.
I feel bad that I can't be the note taker sometimes.
It helps me focus, honestly. It's kind of like when you use a pen and you actually write on a piece of paper. Like that helps me focus too.
That is the exact opposite for me, friend. I cannot focus. I cannot write and speak or listen at the same time. I can only concentrate on one task at a time. Yeah.
I have the thing where I'll just get bored and I'll like want to scroll Facebook or something, and I don't want to do that. So,
I mean,
take notes.
I have, ADD, ADHD, so I have to move or something. I do have to do something or find something to ground myself with. Otherwise, my mind will wander. Generally, getting myself involved in a scene is how I do that, though, because then it's interactive.
Okay, so we bought a bunch of potions, and yeah, the plan was to go to the church and to try to break in, right? See what's up.
Bought a bunch of potions. Oh, get into character. Get into character. I'm depressing. I have no shadow.
Oh yeah.
I have a mask on. Blah.
Blah.
Blah. I want to suck your. All right, let's not get into.
Yeah, time to get into character. Toot toot meow.
Yeah. Oh God.
You can with that audition, you can play Strahd in our Strahd campaign. You get to attack your friends. There's your incentive.
Yeah.
right. So,
Vampire.
y'all are preparing to break into the church this evening. The day passes mostly without incident. It seems they are taking their time and getting their presentation ready for you to have that sample basket of Deacon's Bend food. The preparation takes the better part of the day, and by the time they do bring you the basket, there is a collection of salted meats that have been freshly preserved. It looks like they're getting ready to be dried. There are some fruits, vegetables, all of which are much bigger than they should be, and have turns out this entire campaign is just a protest against GMOs. No, anyway,
Genetically altered, though.
genetically modified food. Anyway,
No, it's worse. It's like creepy Eldritch modified food.
Yeah.
EMOs, Eldritch modified organisms. And
What about MMOs?
those are the bane of my existence. But yeah, so you kind of real quick. Are you guys level 3 or 4?
4.
4.
4.
Okay, good.
4.
Wait, everyone's level 4? I'm level 4. Okay.
All right, good. Now, either this is going to work really well, or it's not going to work at all. And I don't know which is which.
Isn't that how it always goes?
Yes. I'm going to go ahead and move you guys to a map, and I need you to tell me if you can see, because getting into the church is not a problem. You wait until the end of the service at 6 o'clock that evening. Everybody kind of files out, and you're able to approach the church with minimal trouble.
Whoa, we can't overplan?
What?
I had an elaborate scheme how to get into church.
What was your elaborate scheme? Describe
Please,
it for me.
God, no.
Yeah, no. I like we're in the church better.
I could let you in on my scheme, or we could play.
If I don't roll some dice here very soon, I'm about to go chaotic evil paladin, and I'm just gonna start murdering people.
So anyway, he started blasting. All right.
Rex back
Can y'all
gun with righteous
see-
intent.
Can y'all see your characters?
Yes, ma'am.
Si, senor.
Yeah.
Can anybody not see their characters?
I also can't move through the walls, so that's good.
Excellent.
Excellent.
You are
Maybe
in
I
a-
can.
What do you mean?
There's the setting.
Oh, yep. I can
Update
I can
only on
ride the
different
walls and see the rest of the place. But
So I'm using the very basic and advanced. I'm using the very basic dynamic lighting offered in that new version because the old version was giving me problems for some reason.
Oh.
I spoiled part of the dungeon for me, Chez. I'm sorry.
So please just play along with me here
Yeah.
and don't move around idly. Make a move when your character gets ready to go check something out. Cool.
Cool.
You were in a small parlor area. The church was approaching the church. Actually, I've got a landing page for you, so see how it looks. Kind of how it looks,
Ooh.
structurally speaking. It's not the exact same, but I found what I could.
Oh.
Oh, this is exactly how I imagined the church in Curse of
Yeah.
Strahd.
Do I smell a new thumbnail?
Ah.
The church is actually a multiple story building. It looks like maybe there's two full stories, and then the rest comprised of a tower near the back. The building is the only building in town made entirely of stone and ceramic tile. The arching doorway is closed as you approach, but the doors give way easily when you push them open. You file into a small parlor area that appears to be sort of an entryway. In this room are stone floors, carpeted by a plush red carpet. The room is maybe about 15 feet tall. The ceiling reaches about 15 feet. The ceiling itself is wooden, betraying the nature of the floor above it. The entryway is mostly bare, save for 2 iron wrought symbols of Opilia. Remember those sort of starburst within a circle symbols of Opilia, hung from either wall. In one corner sits a torch, giving gentle light to the room's entryway. After you've done filing in, after you sort of filed into the room, the last person has entered and closed the door behind you. You hear and find that the door no longer gives. And then you out.
I don't think churches normally do that, guys.
You say, I don't think churches normally do that.
Yeah, they don't usually lock us inside, at least not at any church I've been to.
That's strange. All the churches I've been to have done exactly that.
What do? There are 2 doors ahead of you. They are closed at the moment. They are heavy and wooden, inlaid into the stone walls.
Who's the strong man? Terrell. Have I got a job for you?
Oh yeah, what we got?
See these doors?
Yeah, I'm a man of the church. Let's do this.
Yeah, you lead. Definitely get out your holy symbol or whatever you got.
The doors you entered through, by the way, are to the south. The doors that that you haven't checked yet are to the north.
So minor thing. I thought we were sneaking in.
Nah, I like this better. F that. This is Shinra headquarters. We're going right through the front door, boys.
Yep.
No, Elora, that's normal north and south because I designed good maps.
Unlike that fucking game company that will not be named.
That makes millions of dollars off of their maps.
Yep.
No, me, some random guy in Tahlequah, Oklahoma, is way better.
When it comes to the north.
What's going on? Am I pushing this door open? Let's do this.
Yeah, I don't know. I was thinking maybe he's kind of a holy guy, and he's also the guy we want in front in case they're not friendly. And so maybe we got kind of option select there. But I mean, you guys are all dark and spooky.
Option select? That's a fighting game term. Look at you.
You guys are all spooky. Can you just like turn into a shadow and go into the door or something?
No, I don't have that ability.
Huh?
Gray?
No, I do not have a shadow.
Well, I don't know if you can turn into a shadow if you lack a shadow.
I can create darkness. I believe I've displayed that ability before.
If this door wasn't locked, I could cause it to fling open violently.
Is the door locked? Can we check that without opening it?
You haven't checked the north door.
Yeah, I'd like to check it. Use my cat claw in the lock hole.
The door appears to be unlocked.
All right, so before we open the door, Terrell's gonna reach into his into his like pocket or some shit. Do they have pockets? But yeah, he's gonna grab out his holy symbol, which is like a coin. He kind of like stares up into the sky for a few seconds, and then he does like that flip of the coin and catches it, checks and see what it is, stuffs it back in his pocket, and goes, "Blessings of tomorrow are with us."
I like that. That sounds good.
Does anybody want to check perception against my coin? Wink, wink.
Yeah, I was right next to you. I definitely want to check out your coin.
Yeah, you're oblivious.
I got nothing.
It's a regular coin.
What are you doing, guys?
Well, who wants to be the one that opens the doors?
That would
That's
be
a-
me. Tyrell opens the door regularly.
Okay. The doors swing almost lazily open.
Oh joy.
Inside, you see an auditorium lined with pews, save for a central aisle, at the end of which stands a man in a sackcloth robe with a hood. He points at the opening doors and says, "Ah! Nolismen entering our sanctuary! Get them!"
Right. then.
I immediately throw a rock at him.
Ow.
It was a big rock.
I tell him to shut up.
You can't even see him right now.
No,
Are
that's
we
a
rolling?
shame.
We're rolling initiative for this.
It sounds like it, unless someone wants to do something else.
I would definitely like to do something else.
Yeah, diplomacy, perhaps.
Does anybody want to try that?
I have an idea.
I'm gonna let you with your good ideas go first.
So, I don't want to interrupt Gray. I know Gray has a thing,
Mhm.
but depending on his thing, also what Dormin's immediately going to do right now is he's going to turn himself into. Fuck! What was the asshole? What was the asshole guard captain's name?
Reagan.
Reagan. He's going to turn himself into Reagan. Because I can cast that at will, disguise self.
Okay.
And Gray, you were going to do something.
I'll wait.
Okay. I will step around, and I will look at him and look at this figure. So I'm going to just kind of go there,
Okay.
and I have advantage on deception checks to pretend to be someone I'm not because actor feat.
Yes.
Hey.
I raise a hand and I will say, "Enough! I have brought them here because they seek to become one with us."
All right. Roll me a deception check at advantage.
Please don't fuck me. Yes!
Nice.
These you brought outsiders here who wish to join us, says the man at the pulpit, banging a book on the table as he speaks. Reagan, you know that's not how this is done.
Outsiders have their uses, as you well know, even if they can never become truly one of the flock.
He gives you a narrow-eyed stare, and he says, "Put them in the pews."
Dormin will kind of imperiously wave his hand. Be seated.
And I will reiterate the sermon we discussed earlier.
No, oh, jeez. Oh, okay.
Someone said pew pew.
Be seated. Seated in the front pew that you can all now kind of see. Apotham, can you move your token? Okay, just wanted to make sure. Seated in the front pew, off to one side, is what appears to be a man in armor. He is clearly not in good condition. His neck is bloated. His hair is lank and sweaty, falling down the back of his head. His skin is pallid and bruised to the point where in places where it's not snow white, it's almost purple, like a lilac color. He sits silently in the front row of the pew. He is dressed in silver armor with white paint outlining the edges of the plates. And at one side sits a great sword.
Are there any identifying marks on his armor?
Well, Emelrith Dormin, basically everybody except Gray. Go ahead and roll me a history check. Or knowledge religion. Whichever.
Well, fine then. I didn't even want to roll history or knowledge religion.
Well, you didn't come here from Kirill.
Damn straight.
Those of you who rolled above a 10, which is everybody but Apothem, you understand that this armor belongs to the Archons of Light. You recall mention of paladins that traveled here from Kirill.
So he looks like he's dying?
He looks like he's dead.
Hmm.
You don't turn that color while you're still breathing.
What if you're choking?
Well, then you're not breathing.
That is the definition of not breathing.
You'd be flailing.
No, I
not
believe that is suffocating. Choking is something entirely different.
We are not getting into this right now.
Kinky.
The man slams his book against the pulpit again and says, "Right. No listening. Newcomers, neophytes, welcome to her bounteous breast. Welcome to Opilia's grace. Here I shall read to you from the history of Deacus Bend, and you too shall commune with the goddess in the same way that Deacus Vim, our founder, did. You too shall descend into her warm embrace, missing as it might be right now."
Oh.
Descent.
There
sorry.
stood at the river a soldier, a man of war, his hands stained in blood, his soul stained with worse. He stood at the river and he prayed. First he prayed to the gods above, not listen. Then he prayed to the gods below. The river burbled on, no response. Finally, he prayed to anyone that would hear, and his words reached her ears. She drew closer. She heard his pleas for reprieve, rest, dreams without blood, bounty without end. And she blessed him. In exchange for his service and his tether to this world, she blessed him with all that he required. Peace and plenty. He slams the book against the table again. Peace and plenty, friends. That is what you are giving yourselves over to. Peace and plenty. There is a cost. There is always a cost. There is a price for peace and plenty, and that price is your soul, your servitude. You will give yourself to the bounty. You will toil in the fields. You will hunt in the woods, and you will submit yourself to the rules and tenets of this church. For it is Opilia that makes us whole, Opilia that keeps us fed, and Opilia that makes us clean. By her we are saved. And I need everyone to make a wisdom check. Those of you with the pale child's gift, you make it a disadvantage.
The pale child's gift?
Those
that
of you
just-
who have taken more than 10 wisdom damage or sanity damage.
Yeah, okay. Psychic damage counter. There it is.
It's always Imorith and Apotham. It's always Imorith and Apotham.
Yeah, it still got zero.
Like, once you start to go downhill, it's just, yeah, it's bad. It snowballs.
That's
Hooray,
good
somebody else is using 3D.
That's good game mechanics, Chez.
Yeah, I've had 3D on for a bit, actually, I think.
All right, so I think that's everybody. Is that right?
Maybe I haven't. I don't remember.
Yep. Okay. So actually, Apotham, Dormin, and Imorith, you each take 3 psychic damage.
So that puts me at 22.
Woo! Oh, really?
I apparently
Ew.
forgot to drink the potion you gave me a while back that was supposed to heal my psychic damage. I meant to do it, but I forgot to announce it, so I guess...
No. Go ahead. Drink.
Oh,
So we'll say you
okay.
drink the potion. Did I tell you how much?
Oh. Yeah, it was 2d4, but there was no plus on it. Is it just a flat 2d4?
Flat 2d4 psychic damage.
Okay, so we're gonna roll 2d4. Watch it be 2 1s. Oh,
Shit.
no, that's pretty good. Okay, cool.
Now that's just off your sanity damage. You don't heal.
Yeah. Yeah, but that puts me down to 12, which taking 3 puts me at 15. So I'm good.
So, I love the way you said no there, Chez. It's like, no. You can drink that potion. Not like it will matter.
Yeah, Imorith is still gonna get it. So hang on.
Insert evil laugh.
I'm gonna add something to your character sheet here in just a second. Imorith, so give me 2 seconds.
The homebrew of death.
Mm-hmm. Moo, hoo, hoo, moo, 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 moo. Evil cow.
You know it's good when it's homebrew like stats, homebrew afflictions.
Those are the scariest ones.
You know it's good when it's homebrew. It's like moonshine.
It's always gonna be something surprising,
You don't know what it is. You don't know how much you had to drink of it, but it'll fuck you up.
Exactly, yeah. It's like, and that's interesting.
I'm really glad I don't have to censor these sessions.
That is good.
How many tortures are in this building?
Why would you have to censor them? though?
There's 2 on the walls in here.
Cool, thank you.
Because cursing is bad.
Because cursing is bad. You think that this is aimed at children?
No, of course not. YouTube makes that very clear that I have to tell them if it's aimed for children.
Yep. Please.
We got like a kitty and we got an owl. Like we're pretty close to a kids show.
With how YouTube suggests content, it wouldn't surprise me in the slightest if they ended up suggesting it anyway.
Dolores can be like the calm but stern narrator.
And Gray can be that scary thing that hides under people's beds.
Yeah. Swiping, no swiping, or something.
Yeah, something like that.
Get out from under my bed, Gray. Not tonight.
Mom, there's some weird masked man whose eyes glow and has a smile on the mask.
He keeps warning me about my shadow. I'm kind of worried.
He keeps speaking eldritch secrets into my mind. I'm concerned.
I have added this to Imorith's character sheet.
Oh my.
Ooh, wait, what? Let me see this.
Oh.
Give me that text. Copy that text.
Okay.
Paste that text.
It's in there already. Read it.
The pale child's will. Your spells, attacks, and abilities all deal exclusively necrotic damage. You gain vulnerability to fire and resistance to necrotic damage. You gain disadvantage on charisma, wisdom, and intelligence ability checks and saving throws. You gain advantage on constitution, strength, and dexterity ability checks and saving throws.
That's super useful for a wizard.
Thank you for that.
Oh man, why can't I have the gift?
And I'm sure the audience, whoever they are, thank you as well.
Yeah, that's
Oh,
a nice
just go
narration.
like drink water from the well a few dozen times.
Yeah, no, go ahead. Drink some river water. It'll be fine. It'll be fine.
No, drink water from the
everything's
well.
fine.
The well, Chez. Where they throw the bodies. Drink water from there.
Yeah, I think there's just bodies in there.
At the
Yes.
end of the sermon, those of you who
Bodies
took,
are in water.
those of you who took psychic damage, your noses begin to bleed. Those of you who did not take psychic damage, you still feel something like it almost feels like a finger dragged across the back of your head. The sensation of something touching you for a moment before it passes. And then
Shiver.
the man puts down the book and stands behind the pulpit with both hands on it and says, "Are you ready to submit yourself?"
I'm gonna look nervous.
Yeah, now it's the time of this.
Can I get just a little extra for a minute? If we're doing this?
No, please.
So,
Give me as much as you can give me.
Dormin and his guys stands with the rest of you all, I'm assuming, and as he does, I'm going to cast Thaumaturgy. Hopefully with my fingers hidden behind my back, or I'm just going to like whisper under my breath, and the torch's flames flicker and turn to a pale blue. I cast it again a few seconds later because I can have up to 3 of these effects going at once, and strange eldritch whispers, sounding like the rustling of feathers, just kind of pop into existence somewhere around what's his face up there. Oscar.
I'm sorry.
No, you're good.
Can y'all see that aura?
No.
No.
Auras are notoriously bullshit in Roll20.
You have to set permissions for it to be seen over specific character tokens.
Good point. How about now?
Is it the size of everything we can see?
Yes.
Then
Yes.
yes.
Everything
Talk
became
about
a
an
strange
aura.
tint of white, or maybe blue.
It should be bluer. Let me make it bluer.
Talk about an aura.
Talk about the sea.
Is that about the right color, Dormin?
Yeah, let's go with that. It's meant to be like a sickly pale blue.
I don't think I have a more sickly color than that. Well,
That'll work.
there we go.
That looks like purple.
I'm just pretty sure that none of us are going to submit to this shit, so yeah, might as well go in with a bang.
All right, you do. Roll initiative, and thanks to Dorman's performance and getting you in there, y'all get a surprise round.
Right.
Nice.
I didn't have my fucking tokens back then, I'm sorry.
You're fine.
Every time.
No problem.
I've been actually writing song titles in my character sheet this whole campaign. So at the end, there's going to be like the greatest hits album.
I got a story to tell y'all about this campaign when we're finished with it.
Here's a short sample of the song so far.
The
Y'all are running-
bounty tell-all.
Y'all are running by far the most refined version of this campaign.
That's cool. Ooh,
I forgot to
ooh.
click my token, Chez. My bad.
You're good. I'll add it in. No problem.
Oh my god.
Fun employment has been very kind to my mood, so
That's good.
a lot less stress when I'm not covering murders.
Gee, I wonder why.
That sounds almost like the most joyful thing that could ever happen.
I miss
Sounds
my
like-
coworkers.
Well, I should say this actually in character. That sounds like the most joyful thing that could happen.
I miss my coworkers for sure. Dorman, what was your initiative? 9?
9.
9.
What was it? No.
9.
And then who else missed their token? Was it Terrell?
C. I got a 3.
What was your initiative? Du hast.
Awesome. I'm almost positive you have a higher. This is a surprise round anyway. I'm almost positive you have a higher dexterity than these cultists. These men are wearing sackcloth robes and carrying swords, which appear to be made of stone. Like it looks like maybe they're not obsidian or anything like that. They appear to be made of polished stone. And
The balance of that must be terrible.
it is. Also, I want to describe the room a little bit. The leader up here is standing on sort of an auditorium stage that has 2 doors leading off to the northwest and northeast. The revenant is sitting in a pew near the northeastern corner of the room, beginning to grab its sword as it realizes combat has broken out. The cultists have stood up from their pews and are preparing to fight as you guys get your surprise round. The room is arched. The ceiling is pretty high, up to where the stage is, and you get the idea there's no second floor here. This ceiling arches upward at least 30 feet. And the vaulted ceilings have a painting on the top that are not really very visible in the low light of the torches on either side of the room. You can't quite make out what's in the painting quite yet. Even if you have dark vision, it's tough to make out the details because you can only see in shades of gray. Not Apothema, it is your turn. Note that these pews are considered difficult terrain unless you make an athletics check to climb over them.
Well, so there's a guy basically within arm's reach of me right now that's a bad guy, right?
Yes.
I'm just going to swing on him.
Okay.
Can I disarm him? Is that an option? Is that a thing?
Is that a thing?
It'd probably be like a grapple.
Oh, it's explicitly a thing a battle master fighter can do. I don't know if there are any rules for a non-battle master fighter to do it.
No. There is a.
Yeah, disarming.
There's an optional rule for disarming on the Dungeon Master's Guide, page 271.
There is no 50 Shades of Grey because Grey doesn't have a shadow, so he only has 1 shade.
Oh yeah.
So I guess I just roll acrobatics and I either disarm him or I don't.
You roll an attack roll.
Oh, with my weapon?
With your weapon. You do not get advantage on this one. He rolls an opposed strength or dexterity check to your attack roll. If he rolls higher than your attack roll, he is not disarmed.
Interesting.
Wait, hang on.
Do I get any benefits since it's a surprise round?
If
Have that advantage.
he's if it's a surprise round, then he has the surprise condition, then any attacks made against him have advantage. Yeah.
Even with advantage, you don't quite manage to get the scimitar out of his hand.
That's too bad.
It's a neat rule.
That is too bad. Damn, you rolled
that's
19.
an attack roll. He doesn't have a reaction yet, so you could probably move around freely.
I don't know where to move. Should I flank him? Like, I don't really know what to do here, other than just
Back up until Terrell engages him, and then move back.
Yeah, I guess that would make sense. So I'm just gonna kind of like back into this corner over here.
Okay. Yeah, that'll do it. No problem. All right, that's your turn. It is the cultist's turn. They now have reactions, but they're surprised. So we skip their turn. Gray Malikov, it is your turn. Incoming battle music.
Oh, Nate. Nice.
Good old mainstay.
Holy shit, I'm tired. Fuck.
We'll get through this together.
What day is today?
Thursday.
Fuck.
I gotta get that design document to you tomorrow.
And guess who gets off work at 2 tomorrow? This guy.
Nice.
Is it a bank holiday for Monday?
What's Monday?
I don't know. I got told it was a bank holiday. I'm not sure.
You're the banker.
No. Not that I'm aware of, unless you got some crazy banks over there in wherever state you're from. Tennessee?
Oklahoma. Good guess, though.
Yeah, close enough.
I'm from North Carolina, but I live in Oklahoma. So, all right. Great. What are you doing?
Okay. So, Gray, you hear a sound of arcane words being muttered from underneath his mask. His fingers flick and twitch in almost unnatural movements. And then the shadows from underneath the pews swallow his arm and then form a dagger in his hand. And he casts Shadow Blade.
Oh, wow.
He's going to attack the guy in front of him, who unfortunately does not have the surprise condition anymore, so it's not an advantage.
I thought the surprise condition lasted until the start of their next turn.
It ends at the when they take their turn.
Hmm.
So when their turn is, their entire action, everything is taken up by the surprise, essentially.
Sure. Okay.
Yeah, and this is what this does. Oh man, it's not, you're dropping the statistics in there. Oh well. It's an attack roll, so it's made with that. There we go. 23.
That is a solid hit, and
It's
I'm
the
gonna let you
first.
take that. Yeah, that first one is the damage. You kill it. This guy doesn't have time to react before you sort of lean up over the pew with this shadowy blade, and you just run it across his throat. It is the combination of magical damage and just opening his neck.
This is actually this fun fact. This is actually psychic damage to him. It has no physical component.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay.
Just stab his soul.
You care. Yeah.
What does it look like when you kill him? Let me let you do this.
Yeah. So Grace has this dagger in his hand, and he takes it right behind this guy. And Gray is not a martial combatant, but he takes this weapon and slides it right into his back. The guy arcs his back like a great pain is afflicted onto him in his spine, and then he shudders and falls to the ground. The blade passes through his body as if it isn't even there.
He's dead.
And Gray's going to take a step back right here.
All right. Cult Fanatic's turn. He is surprised. He's no longer surprised. The Revenant is no longer surprised. Immelrith, your turn.
Is there anything I should keep in mind about having just taken the 20 psychic damage? Should I be in a stunned state or something? Should I be slack-jawed and drooling in the pew,
No.
gazing
No, you're not.
feverishly?
You didn't take 20 psychic damage total. You took 3.
I just took 3 psychic, but I'm at 20 and a new threshold. I gained a new gift. I should feel the influence. I want to be a fucking member of the cult of Opelia.
There is a physical component to the gift. So your nose has started bleeding. You feel heavier, broader. Your robes are a bit tighter. And as you reach up to touch your face, you realize your cheeks are kind of puffy. And Apotham and Oscar, you can actually see that Immelrith's skin, especially around his face, has turned a paler color.
No, Immelrith. He's got the cooties.
Comforting. So, feeling pumped up, Immelrith will just quickly rise from the pew, attempt to clamber over this pew in front of him, and shocking grasp the cultist sat at that pew.
That is a hit. You deal 5 necrotic damage to the cultist. You grip this guy's arm, and he shouts in pain. And as you pull your hand away, you can see that you've sort of wiped away part of his robe almost somehow. Like you can see the bare flesh beneath, where it has turned black and almost as though you had seared the flesh. Ropes of melted flesh sort of peel away from your hand as you pull it back. The cultist is badly wounded.
I'll just chill right there.
Oscar Meow?
From this distance with my keen cat eyes, does this thing look particularly like hostile?
It has grabbed its sword.
Oh, okay. I thought that it was like a body laying there, immobile.
Nope.
Okay, cool. Makes things easier. I'm going to step out here, and I'm going to look at this guy at the end of the hallway, and I'm going to try to get him to shut the fuck up. With deafness. So he has to make a Constitution save, DC 13. And yeah, I want him to be...
He passes. Wait. That is the wrong stat sheet. That's cultist, not cult fanatic. What's that? Well, I made it with the wrong roll.
That's okay. Yeah, I'll
Even better.
Yeah, okay. Using the spell slot, and yeah, then this looks pretty. Like you guys got this. Clean them up, take out the trash, and I'll take a step back, like, and then the doorway to like great. That's it for me.
Okay. Dormin.
Okay. So I need a Constitution saving throw from this fine gentleman, this rotting jackass, and this lovely son of a bitch. DC 14.
The fanatic fails. The cultist fails. The revenant passes.
Okay, so the two that fail take full damage. The revenant takes half damage as a loud ringing bell sounds out roughly here as I cast Shatter.
Okay.
So it's 18 damage to those that failed, 9 to those that passed.
What's it look like when you kill this cultist down here with this spell?
This one, I imagine he just falls apart as the sound just literally shakes him to pieces.
The sound seems to have a catastrophic effect on the man behind the pulpit as he stumbles backward, gripping at his face and ears, shouting in pain. The revenant barely reacts at all.
And I'm going to otherwise stay where I am. It gives me a good vantage point, and I can hide behind the pews if I need to. Actually, what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to use my movement to just like hop over the back of the pew. So I'm standing like there.
Okay.
And that's the end of my turn.
All right. Terrell, your turn.
Tyrell slowly rises from the pew, shaking with anger. But not too much anger, because he would never desecrate a house of any god. So he's not going to jump over the pew. He's going to sidestep the pew. 5, 10, 15, 20. And then he's going to charge this dude.
Okay.
And bring down the wrath of his mighty warhammer. Hiya! I clicked it twice on accident because my computer's laggy.
That's fine. The Revenant takes 6 damage from the Warhammer blow. It seems to sort of shrug it off pretty easy. At the top of the round, before Apotham's turn, a cultist appears in the doorway and rushes out to help his friends. Apotham, it is your turn.
I'm gonna. Wait, no, that's not gonna work. Damn it. No. There. If I'm adjacent to an ally, I get my sneak attack, right?
Yes. You're going to have to make me an acrobatics check real quick. That'll do it, yep. Yep, 12 piercing damage to the Revenant, and you get sneak attack. Roll 1d6.
Thank
Or is
you.
it 2d6 now? At level 4.
Oh, am I level 4?
Yes.
Oh. I'll fix that later.
You may want to fix it now. You did 20 damage to this guy. Holy shit.
Nice.
It is the cultist's turn. The one remaining cultist who just recently joined his pack steps down off the stage to attack Apotham from behind.
Oh, I had 2d6 sneak attack back at level 3, apparently.
That's a miss. That was the only cultist remaining. So, Grey Malikov, it is your turn.
Gray's going to move up. I believe that's how far I need to be. Yeah. And ignore the damage on this, because I can't find any simpler way of rolling
You're fine.
my attack. I'll roll the actual damage if I hit. 18.
18 hits.
Alright. Now the actual damage.
It's kind of nice how these guys aren't wearing any armor.
Oh, the cultists. The cultists don't tend to be too smart.
7 psychic damage.
The blade, you throw the weapon.
Yeah, I throw the blade, and it would hit him and then dissipate inside himself, just like merging with the darkness in his body. And then I would do that same kind of unnatural flicking of my hand, and the blade appears back in my hand.
He shudders horribly with the pain. Anything else?
Nope, that'd be it for me.
The cult fanatic, it is his turn. Apotham, just out of curiosity, how much HP do you have?
That's a bad question.
22.
Why you gotta ask that kind of question?
Because I've had bad luck with this spell before, but I don't see what else this guy would do.
I think technically I'm supposed to have like 30 or 31, I think.
You might want to go ahead and do that just in case.
Okay.
Is this a spell or an attack?
It's a spell.
Damn it.
It is a spell attack, which means you can still impose disadvantage on this.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, we're doing that.
Oh, is it a spell or is it an attack? All I can think of response is yes.
It's a nat 1. It would have done, just out of curiosity, 25 necrotic damage.
You're welcome, Appo.
Yeah.
So he comes up and tries to grab you. Terrell steps in and bats his hand away with the shield, and you get an attack of opportunity because he rolled a nat 1.
Yay. I swing. I miss.
I think that's a miss, yeah.
Who's the one who has resistance to necrotic now?
Imorith.
Icon or something on Aurora?
Sweetly.
I got it.
Perfect. Yeah, or either one.
All right. It is the Revenant's turn. It has its great sword out now. This fella has. Hang on. I need to fix this character sheet.
Oh, my arm hurts. I can't pull. Fuck.
I like Red Rash is the worst.
One against Apotham and one against Terrell. Does a 16 hit you, Apotham?
Yeah, apparently it does. I only have 14 armor.
You take 18. That should be slashing damage.
Do you have any temp HP? Don't forget to use that first.
And then he's going to attack Terrell with the second attack.
No, that's the that bonus damage on the side there. That's 7. That's from the critical hit because you're rolling with advantage. It would just be 11.
Oh, yeah, you're right. I'm sorry. 11 damage, Apotham. I apologize. Thank you for that catch, Phantom.
Yeah, no worries.
16 slashing damage to Terrell.
Ow!
He rolled max.
Hit.
Yeah, don't forget temp HP. That's my whole build, so I'm reminding everybody.
I think I have it on my character sheet. Yeah, I totally do.
Emmerith, it is your turn.
I'm gonna reach inside my robe and pull out something I haven't used in forever, I don't think, and use a charge off my wand to Scorching Ray, and twice at the Revenant, and then once at the Cult Fanatic, and once at the Cultist.
Okay. So that's 4 attack rolls. Each was doing 2d6 fire damage. So the first Scorching Ray misses. The second one hits for 3 fire.
It's 5 charges, I think, is it not?
Yes. You cast 4 rays. Is that right?
Damn it, hold on. Oh, 3 rays, son of a bitch. I'm sorry, 3 rays. So top 3. Revenant, then Cult Fanatic, then Cultist.
Yeah. The Fanatic gets hit for 5. And then the Cultist gets hit for 3. No, 5. Okay, cool. The Cultist goes down, screaming as his body catches fire.
And then I am just going to move back.
All right. Oscar Mao.
I'm going to take some steps up here and duck into the pews. And can I get a shot on this guy?
Yes.
Can I actually pull out my crossbow? Go for a crossbow shot right at him. Damn.
That's a miss.
And then I'm gonna call out at Apotham. I'm gonna say some inspiring words like, God damn it, you're surrounded again. Get out of there. And
That's not inspiring.
Get out of there right now.
yeah. No.
Meow.
Yes, I heal for 5. And
Yep.
I heal for 5.
All right. Dormin, your turn.
Hey. So my mask drops and I'm back to the owl face bastard everyone knows and loves. I whip out my blasting rod and cast Eldritch Blast at the Revenant.
Okay.
15 to hit.
That's a hit. You deal 9 damage.
9 force damage.
The Revenant stumbles with the force of the strike. Anything else?
I think that is gonna be about it. I want to stay out of the way of these bastards.
Terrell, your turn.
So Terrell's still suffering a little bit from the blow from the greatsword. And he kind of looks at this dude after getting hit. And he says to him, "Who the fuck do you think you are?" And then Terrell's going to wind up with the Warhammer, overhand style, straight down on his head. And damn it.
Such enthusiasm.
10.
It manages to take the blow across its shoulder. There's a horrible crack, but it doesn't seem to do any damage. And the Revenant, that bloated face just stares at you through these lifeless, glinting eyes. The face looks like it might have been young before the paladin died.
'Tis but a lad.
Gonna do anything else?
Nah, I think I'm good.
These must have been the paladins that went through the town before us that went missing.
Apotham, your turn.
I swing on who's what's it's over here.
Okay.
Aw, yeah.
Roll 4d6 damage.
It did it. It's right there. 5 and 7.
no, for sneak attack.
Oh yeah. That's right.
So that's a total of 26 damage. You drive your rapier home.
Do I kill him?
No.
What?
Yep.
This is a Revenant, pal.
That's not good. I'm gonna use this to I'm going to use a free action to disengage because that's totally a rogue thing to do.
Yes.
Yeah, I'm gonna step back here.
Okay. Cultists, there are no more cultists present. Gray, it's your turn.
Quick question. Who inside the party doesn't have dark vision?
Me.
Me. But I have ways around that.
Okay.
Apotham, you're a high elf. You have dark vision.
Oh, never mind.
So
Disregard my shenanigans.
one person in the party. So I'm going to recommend. I'm going to say, Dormin, cut the lights. Let's see here.
All right, I can kill the. Yeah, I can do that.
Mm-hmm. So he's in the way for that, so that would give him a bonus to cover. So I'm not going to do that. I'm going to hit the undead fool.
I'm going to go ahead and mark people who have dark vision. Will you go ahead and let me know that, please?
have
So,
it.
I don't think a 12 hits, does it?
the Revenant?
Yeah.
The Revenant, yeah, that hits.
Oh, snap. Okay, cool. All right. This is damage.
It takes half that.
It's psychic damage.
I know.
Okay. And Gray is going to move right here, up one.
Okay. Gray, do you have dark vision? Phantom?
Yes.
All right. It is the Fanatic's turn.
And for those who are watching, yes, I know that doesn't narrow it down.
He's this Fanatic. No, I'm sorry. I'm going to back that up for a second. He doesn't move there. He's actually going to. Conjure a weapon behind Grey Malikov as he casts Spiritual Weapon. Does a 13 hit?
It does not.
All right.
Glances off my mage armor.
And then I need.
Where'd the dude go?
What's that?
Wasn't he right there?
Yes, there's a mage. There's a spiritual weapon behind me.
Okay, I just don't see the mage anymore. Maybe I'll refresh.
I'm going to then have Oscar. Or actually, no, he's refreshing. Immelrith. No, God damn it. Dormin. Make me a dexterity saving throw, please.
Okay, 1 second. Dexterity. Ooh, hey.
You pass. A column of purple flame lunges down at you, and you swerve aside, avoiding the strike. It is the Revenant's turn. It lumbers. It smashes one of the pews to get over here. It's going to take one swing at Gray and miss, and one swing at Terrell and hit for 9 slashing damage.
Ow.
Immelrith, your turn.
I think I'm gonna keep blasting with that fucking wand, and 2 shots at the Revenant, and then the last one at the Culprit.
Okay. Hit. Hit on all accounts.
15 to the Revenant, and then 7 to the necrotic damage. Excuse me. Unless the wand gets around.
Your wand deals fire damage.
Yeah, sweet. Okay.
It's not you.
Excellent.
The Revenant looks really hurt by that. The cult fanatic is barely standing. His robes are beginning to catch fire, and he's working to pat them out, but he looks very badly hurt. Oscar, your turn.
I'm pretty sure my paladin friend's hurting, so I'm gonna step up behind him. I'm gonna reach out. I'm gonna touch his back of his chest armor and fuse him with some meow healing energy.
Woohoo!
And I'm going to also use my bonus action to use my bardic inspiration thing, where let me click it. This one. So use one thing. Everybody in the 60 feet gets 5 temp HP if you don't have any. So these don't stack. So if you have any more than 5 already, then this does nothing to you.
Mm-hmm.
But everybody else gets 5, and then you can also use your reactions to like reposition. But let me also reposition because my turn's not over, and then yeah, there you go. So everybody can move if you'd like, if you use your reaction.
Does it provoke attacks of opportunity? Oh, without provoking attacks of opportunity. Oh, nice.
I don't think anybody's used a reaction, so you can all do it if you'd like.
Yeah, sure.
I can move as a
Yeah.
reaction right now.
Yes, and also, did you get that temp HP?
Yeah, just a sec.
That's what I was gonna do.
I mean, I can move.
Nah,
No.
I'll move there instead. So 10 feet.
It is a weird thing because it's all kind of simultaneous, right? Which doesn't make much sense in D&D.
I take a
D&D
reaction.
doesn't make much sense in D&D.
Didn't someone cast Dark Vision or something?
No,
Or- okay.
no one. We are just keeping track of who has dark vision because I told Dormin to cut the lights.
Gotcha.
Yeah, I can snuff out the torches with prestidigitation.
Okay. Just checking.
That's it for my turn if everyone's done moving.
Okay. Dormin, your turn.
Action prestidigitation. Torches go.
Put a new aura that's black.
Can y'all still see in here?
I can't
Yes.
see shit, Captain.
I can see
I can-
Dormin.
You
That's
had-
it.
Do you have dark vision, Dormin?
Yeah, I marked that earlier.
Sorry.
Yeah, I think it's right. Like everybody should. If you don't have dark vision, you can't see.
Yep.
So Terrell can't see anything right now.
He's the only one, and he's next to you.
Yeah, let me see. I have. Nope, that's an action. And prestidigitation is an action. So yeah, that's it. That's what I got.
Okay. Terrell, you can still sense that the Revenant and the Cultist are within striking range. You'll be doing so at disadvantage.
Yeah, I mean, I don't really have anything else we can do. Let's give it a shot. Let's swing at the Revenant. Not, yeah, the Revenant. Yeah.
Okay.
Are you just letting him do that normally, or?
Disadvantage.
Yeah, normally, if you were blinded, which is effectively what he is, you cannot attack any creatures, anything. You can't see anything.
Makes no sense to me. They
It's
would know where the creature still is.
Yeah, I was reading
And-
about that. It has to do with like they still make noise, and so you can kind of tell what square they're in.
Yeah.
I'd have to look at a
No, house rule-
Darkness.
House rule is that unless the creature is deafened as well, they've got a sense of where you are, unless you are specifically trying to hide.
That's
I'm
what it
not gonna-
says
I'm
on.
not going to make it so that people in people in darkness straight up can't attack. That makes no sense to me.
Yeah, so he's not blinded. He doesn't have this condition.
He's okay. So
Even
everything
no,
is.
but even if
every-
he was blinded, it still says the creature's attack rolls have disadvantage. That's from D&D Beyond.
Everything is considered heavily obscured, which means that you're essentially have the blinded condition. Blinded creatures cannot see and automatically fail any ability checks that require, and then any attack rolls against creatures that have everything.
Just on Bruce on. Let's keep rolling.
Creature. Oh yeah, no, it does say disadvantage. My bad. So yeah, it's ability checks that automatically fail that require that sense.
Yes.
So
Yeah.
basically, it's concealment.
It's heavily obscured. Yeah.
All right. Terrell, yeah. So your disadvantage means that you miss.
I've got.
You
Go ahead.
go ahead.
I say I'm going to use my other action to use my channel divinity, and I'm going to attempt to turn unholy because it says all they have to do is they just have to be able to see or hear me.
Yeah.
It's DC Wisdom DC 12.
It fails.
With a fail, it is turned for 1 minute or until it takes damage.
No, it has to try and run from you. All right.
I don't know if that was a good thing, guys. So I'm just doing it.
And effectively wastes its turn, so that's good.
Not your turn. You have advantage on.
Oh, that's for all enemies, Chez, I believe. I'm checking. Hold on.
But
No, it's an undead.
yeah.
Oh, sorry. Okay.
You're fine.
So is the guy I'm standing next to undead, or is it?
Yes.
So is the only thing that's not undead the priest that they're next to right now?
Yes.
Is there a way I can, since this revenant is feared, that I can move around him without getting hit?
It also can't take reactions. So
Okay, so that's what I'm gonna do then.
roll me an acrobatics check, please. Even with advantage, that is a miss.
Womp womp. I taunt.
You're not so scary to me, you stupid priest.
No cultists present. Grey Malikov, your turn.
All right. I have advantage to attacking this cultist.
That's a hit.
21. All
That's a
right.
kill. What's it look like?
All right. Same as the last. He takes the blade, and darkness being completely surrounding everything. It doesn't look like he's really holding anything. And he slashes down into this cultist, and it just looks like he just swipes him, like he just like whiffs him with his hand. And then the cultist's eyes roll back into his skull, grabs his head and falls to his knees, and his head hits the ground as it curls up into a ball.
All right. No cult fanatics present who are alive. It is the Revenant's turn. It's going to provoke an attack of opportunity from Terrell.
Swing. Swing blindly. My faith will guide me.
Oh shit.
Even on disadvantage, that is a solid blow.
Whack.
He begins to flee this way. Oh, the spiritual weapon's gone. Begins to flee this way until get that corpse out of here. Over here, pews again are considered difficult terrain, and he's not going to try to make the check because he's just trying to run. He's scrambling over the pews clumsily, trying to get away before he ends up next to Dormin. Wait. I need to back this up a second.
Yeah, that going ahead of me doesn't run.
So, yeah, I'm going to give you a choice here because I did not pay attention to part of this thing. When it takes damage, the turning is over.
Yes.
Do you still want to spend your opportunity attack to deal that 8 damage, Jay?
Yeah, Terrell's not very smart. He's just going to do it.
Okay.
In character.
So, yeah, then the turning is over.
Makes sense. It's what a paladin would do, you know?
And so he's gonna, but he was moving, and that's what prompted it. So he's gonna move down here. He is no longer turned. He's gonna try to wail on Dormin at disadvantage. Miss.
I mean, it's a free attack that he normally wouldn't have gotten. So, free damage, essentially.
That one. The Revenant now stands next to Dormin, swinging blindly in the dark. Dormin easily evades the slow, clumsy swipes. Immelrith, your turn.
So I don't want to risk hitting this thing with necrotic damage because he probably wouldn't be too hurt by it. So I'm just I gotta hit him with that same one.
Okay. That's 3 rays. 2 hits.
17.
It's starting to tilt over. It looks really bad. Oscar Mao.
I can see that the big spooky monster is like on its last leg, and I can see my chance. And I'm gonna pull out my crossbow, and I'm gonna, like every cat has a lucky foot that when they die gets cut off and turned into a keychain. And mine's in my back left paw. So I lift up my paw and kiss it, and then hold my crossbow and use my inspiration to try to get the finishing blow on this thing.
I think you're thinking of rabbit's feet.
Close enough.
Man, y'all can't hear this, but Chez is losing his shit in the room next to mine.
Lucky cat's paws are now canon. Thank you.
A hit. It is not a killing blow, but it is a solid strike.
Damn, it was my chance.
And now you can have your inspiration from the recap. So you keep your inspiration point. Dormin, your turn.
Yeah, I just cock my head at this thing, and I figured, does casting a spell this thing right next to me impose disadvantage?
Normally, yes, but it's in the dark and it can't see.
It's fair.
If it's a, is it a melee attack?
I know. I'm just gonna Eldritch Blast this thing from point blank.
Oh yeah, that would be normally, yeah.
Normally it would have advantage, and normally this would give you disadvantage, so it cancels out.
Yeah.
So I raise my hand, point it directly at its face, and I just whisper in Sylvan, "Die."
Hit! And a kill. Blow his head off.
That was my kill.
That I will step over it to block the door, ensure that. Oh wait, no, that was the last thing. Cool, never mind. So yeah,
Terrell is very confused, shakingly concerned that one or more of his fellow party members may be dead. Because I can't see anything. All I hear is people dying.
Indeed.
Is anyone dead? Sound off.
Bring out your dead!
Oh, I'm fine.
If we're out of combat, I would like to use prestidigitation to turn one of the torches back on.
Okay.
Yeah, I say, I chime in and say, I am still breathing.
Quit
Terrell,
flying.
can you see now?
Yes.
Yeah. So when you flick this light on, the darkness that's around the room, it immediately goes away, except for the one around Gray. It almost seems to stick to him for a second, and then it goes away.
Terrell gasps, and he's like, "By the gods, you're all alive!" Falls to one knee.
Got dark there for a minute. Hey-o.
I mean, out of character, I had a way around that, but I feel like it would have just made it useless what you guys did, so I just stuck with it.
Not a word. We appreciate that regardless, man. Thank you. That was a good damn fight.
Yep.
In character, I think Dormin is going to. That was interesting. Bastards, cultists. You shouldn't
Great.
inform of this.
How could you take my kill like that?
It was right next to me and you missed.
I used my lucky foot and everything. I hit him. It just wasn't the right spot.
Gray's going to dissipate the dagger that he's holding on to. Just disappears from his hand.
I would like to rifle through the paladin's pockets.
Okay. Roll me an investigation check.
Yeah, I also start searching the paladin pockets because obviously the armor and stuff is worth something.
Can I do something to stop them?
You wanna switch the music?
As a fellow paladin, I do not like to see a fellow paladin being desecrated like this.
No, we're not desecrating. We're reappropriating.
Oh, he's dead. Look, he doesn't need it.
Oh yeah, Chez, did you want to switch the music, by the way?
Yep.
He was already dead, and then we made him dead. So he double doesn't need it.
No, Terrell slams the warhammer against his shield. Like, you will not desecrate that body.
All right. Well, what are you gonna bury it?
The
What about
Great.
this one?
Gray's gonna go up to the head preacher.
Okay.
And he's going to take that book that he had with him and place it inside his bag.
Sure.
Doesn't even open it.
Please obtain a text of Opilia and add it to your inventory.
If you could type that out inside chat.
Yeah, those guys are evil. Loot the fuck out of them.
Well, that guy, I mean, he attacked us too, right?
Only under the curse of evil people.
And when he takes this, he takes this text off of this one guy, he's going to say something actually in Sylvan. So, Dormin, you know Sylvan, don't you?
Yes, I do.
So you would know actually what he says.
What does he say?
He says, in darkness we are born, and in darkness we will fall.
Dormin looks up at him but doesn't say anything. It's a good sentiment.
And I'm glad this dynamic lighting thing's working really well because I had to draw those lines on it myself. Like the lines for the lighting, like to hold the light in and doors and shit.
Yeah, cool.
Yup. I don't mess with that. That's too much for me. I just hide things on the GM layer that I don't want people to see.
What were you gonna say, Behr?
Oh, it's pretty straightforward once you kind of get the hang of it. It seems a lot spookier than it is.
Yeah.
Speaking of seeming a lot spookier than it is, what are you guys doing next? The room has fallen silent. The doors hang open behind you to the south. To the north, east, and northwest are doors leading away from the stage.
Do the doors have bars on them? Like, they look like they could be barred.
To the south?
Yeah.
There is a bar on the left door that you could close the doors and lower.
Cool. I will use thaumaturgy to slam the doors closed, and then I will struggle to push the chunk of wood across to bar them.
They are barred.
Is there anything left on this head cultist guy?
Tick. Roll me an investigation check, please.
Yeah, I was rifling this guy too.
Each of the cultists just has that scimitar made of stone. Those scimitars are not very effective and deal 1d6 minus 1 damage.
Drats.
Each of them carries a pamphlet very similar to the one you found in Granny Waxweather's house. The text is much larger, and Gray has not yet gone through it. The rest, on the Fanatic, you actually find a key, a small iron key, and a pouch of 10 gold pieces.
Sure, I take the gold, I guess. And I take the key.
While he's doing that, I am going to check the north door and see if it should be. I'm imagining it was just left open when the cultists came through.
Yes, this door is open.
And I will peek through.
You can see inside the room this appears to be some like a kitchen or dining area. Seated at the table and not moving is another of the paladins. He doesn't respond to the door being open, nor does he respond to you peeking into the room.
Quietly, Dormin will say to the others, "There's another of those paladins here, but it does not appear to be mobile. Not yet, at least."
Jarrell, you know, you don't want us to sanctify that corpse or whatever, but what about that paladin guy? How about you go Try to talk some sense into him.
I'm fairly certain he's dead.
Is he dead?
The other one was dead as well.
Oh no.
Gray's gonna walk up to the other door. Is it locked?
It is not.
Okay. He's gonna go ahead and open the door. He's gonna walk in.
Okay. Yeah, these just appear to be living quarters. There's a bureau on one side of the room. Actually, before we proceed, it's can I take about 5 minutes to go use the restroom and chill for a second?
Yeah, go for it.
Brian, how you doing on time?
I'm good.
What
I'm gonna
about
go
you, Jay?
smoke a cigarette.
All right,
Oh
everyone
yeah, I'm
take
good.
5.
I'm good all day, man. We used to stay up till like 2 a.m. playing Fat
I
Thumbs on work nights.
I wish I could, but I gotta get up early in the morning.
Okay, so 5 minutes, and then we'll continue for a little bit longer. Get you
Yeah.
guys to a stopping point, and then we'll stop for the night.
Sounds good.
Sound good? All right.
Ha ha!
So, yeah. So ahead of you is a room, apparently containing a paladin sitting at one of the dining tables, staring at the table and not responding to your presence.
Yeah, that doesn't look good.
I tried to sever the head of the paladin.
Which paladin?
Whoa, whoa, whoa.
The dead one.
Which dead one?
You mean the one on the floor?
I mean, is it dead?
I mean, technically they're both on the floor.
Stop! There's one sitting at the table, and there's one in the room with you. Which one are you trying to sever?
I mean,
He can't see the one at the table from where he's sitting now.
Yeah, I can. That's what makes it even better.
Sorry. Okay. Yeah. No, I'm over here with the group wandering around.
This is just
Yes, I
stop
immediately start trying to just rip Terrell's head off. I just don't stop, and I have a blood crazy look in my eye as I say, "It's time for the pike, Terrell." Anyway,
Oh my god.
what was I doing? Oh yeah. Is the paladin at the table dead?
He does not. He's shifting slightly on his chair, but he's not moving.
He appears to be dead.
I poke him with my rapier. I step up. Poke, poke.
There is a.
Yeah, I start stabbing really hard, as much as possible, and as fast as I can.
All right, roll for initiative.
Wait, what?
Bounty.
Yeah, I'm
Yeah,
add into
no,
this
he
with as
dies.
many Eldritch Blasts as I can. Just
I will let you each get one.
I crit. Do I get my sneak attack with that?
You do.
So I get 4d6, right? Because I
Yes.
crit. Yes. Okay.
46.
Is that enough?
That is. I mean, that's 14 plus 19. That's 33. That's nowhere near enough, but it is a hit. Dormin, you hit for 5.
Hmm.
And now we're back in initiative.
delightful. I will token this time.
Not. It is. I'm going to go ahead and give you another turn.
Sweet. I stab him again.
That's a hit for 7. You do not have sneak attack on this one.
That's a shame. And
Hooray.
I withdraw as a
Great
dash.
Malakhov, you hear a commotion down the hallway.
Is this guy wearing armor?
Yes.
Is it made of metal?
Yeah.
Sure, let's do this.
That's my move.
You have advantage on that, don't you?
Yeah, 21.
Okay.
It does 3 lightning damage.
You give him a good shock. There are no cult fanatics present. It is the Revenant's turn.
It it can't make reactions on its turn, so I'm going to go ahead and move pretty much back to where I was.
Gotcha. It gets up and chases you down the hallway.
Of course it does.
Oh god.
And crits.
Wow.
Wouldn't have it any other way.
Wow.
17 slashing damage. And he's going to take another swipe. 13 misses. Oscar Mao, you can see that the Revenant has chased your friend Gray down the hallway.
Is my friend Gray unconscious? No.
No.
Okay.
Nope.
I'm gonna do the thing I thought you were gonna do. And yeah, you said he's wearing armor, right?
Yes.
I'm going to just like point at his armor and it's gonna start glowing red hot.
That is a good spell.
And he
I don't
has
have
to
it.
make a DC 13 Constitution save.
I think he automatically fails it, actually. Wait, no, wait.
So he I think it just starts glowing, right? And I think he takes the 2d8 right.
Oh, yeah, you're right. Yeah.
And then he gets the con save if he has to drop it or something. To not drop it.
But it's his armor, right? So he can't.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah,
Just
no,
take
he
it off.
fails it. He takes 14 damage.
And,
He doesn't seem to react to it, but
It's fire damage.
And I don't have to be in range of him at all, too. So I'm going to step the fuck out of there.
okay. Immelrith, your turn. You hear a commotion from inside the room.
And I run in.
And a cat scamper out of the northern room.
We're going to try and shove past Dormin. Can we shove past him into the hallway
Yes.
here?
Yes, you can move through friendly squares.
And step back here. And I guess we're going to cast a necrotic witch bolt at the Revenant.
Okay. That's a hit. It has resistance to necrotic damage, but it does take 5 damage regardless. The lightning bolt that emerges from your spell focus jitters and spins with purple energy swirling around the bolt.
Purple lightning!
Sickening.
Ches, real quick, did you make the con save for this guy, or did he fail it?
He
It is
automatically failed it because of the
Okay.
he can't take it off.
So he has
Yeah.
disadvantage on stuff. Got it.
Yeah. Yep.
Dormin, your turn.
Step. 10 to hit.
That's miss.
Yep. And once that's done, step.
Terrell, your turn. There's a commotion in another room.
Yeah, I'm just gonna kind of like stumble in because I don't know what the hell's going on. As I step into the room, I'm like, "What the hell are you lads doing in here?"
One of
I
your
think-
friends is in the other room.
Let's see. I think that's 25. I'm just gonna dash and get right on top of him.
All right. Not your turn.
Shoot her! Shoot her!
And I disconnected my headset. Anyway.
Your turn.
Oh, it's my turn. Cool. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 5. Can I move there? Oh no, I can't.
Yeah, there's people in the way.
What about there?
Yeah, you can kind of hop over the banister and land on the
I
stairs.
acrobatics my way through the crowd.
All right.
And since I'm adjacent to my buddies, I'm just gonna stab at the guy. Do I get advantage?
No. And that
Oh,
is a miss.
Which banister is it?
wait. Oh.
No, I
I'm
mean
on the
like
wrong-
I'm aware that that family has a couple of people in it. Which one exactly?
The incestuous one. It's your turn.
Okay. I'm going to use a shocking grasp once again.
Okay.
$18.
Looks pretty hurt.
8 damage, and again 30. Yeah, there we go.
All right. It is the cult fanatic's turn. There are no cult fanatics on the field at the moment. It is the Revenant's turn. It's going to take a swing at Apotham and a swing at Terrell.
At disadvantage. Yeah.
I think a 14 meets Apotham
Yeah.
So that's succeed.
for 9 slashing. And then Terrell, that's a miss.
Ouch. Oh, it's disadvantage. Never mind.
Yep.
You're welcome.
Whoop, whoop.
Oscar, your turn.
I'm going to use my bonus action to focus on the burning and make him take the 2d8 again. 6. And I think he gets the save again. That's what I was thinking, because I think...
I'm not
Even
going to
if-
give him a save because he can't get the armor off.
Okay.
And he's not trying to take it off.
Yep.
I'm going to poke out. Okay, and I can see him now, which is pretty funny. I couldn't. And I'm going to try to take a shot at him. No, actually, I'm going to...
That's the great thing about Cooking Book.
Yeah, I'm going to run up with my crossbow and take a shot at him.
That's a hit.
That's it for me.
Emilrith, your turn.
I'm gonna use my action to maintain concentration and hit him with the witch bolt.
All right.
Witch ball's so good. So spell slot efficient.
Takes 1 necrotic.
So useful. And I'm just gonna hold where I am.
Dormin, your turn.
I can fire past Terrell, right?
Yep. He just gets the enemy just gets a bonus to AC. I think it's a +2, I believe.
So Eldritch Blast. 12 is not going to hit.
No.
And oh, this is annoying.
Terrell, your turn.
So Terrell did like a little crouch to dodge the second greatsword attack, and then on his way back up, he's gonna take an upswing with his warhammer. Hiya!
Geralt,
Nice.
I told you not to do that uppercut.
I've only seen the TV show The Witcher. I don't understand that reference.
So excited for season 2.
Only The Witcher. He's watched no other TV shows ever.
Nope, never.
Honestly, I'm just glad that the TV adaptation of the game is actually doing it justice, and it's actually good.
Well,
Which just makes me
except for the fact that everyone complains about, which is he only uses 1 sword instead of 2.
Damn, I didn't think we were gonna get this off topic. I didn't say anything. This bastard get hits with a warhammer, and my turn's over.
Yeah, you deal 10 damage and you break this thing's jaw. Not Apotham, it is your turn.
Listen, you keep saying this name. I don't think it means what you think it means.
I say not Apotham, because that's the name of your character sheet.
No, it's not Apotham. something else.
Fuck
Anyway.
off.
Do I get sneak attack on this, or do I need to move first? Okay.
Yeah, no, you hit it, and you get sneak attack.
Whack.
14.
Stab your ribs. Stabs.
I like the
Great.
one where it was a Potham backwards and you're a Matopa.
Matilda.
Great, it's your turn.
Yeah, there's 15. And he gets a +2 to his AC. So that's not gonna hit.
Nope.
Then I'm gonna move right up here.
Is this a door?
That is a window that is closed.
Oh, thank God.
On the cult fanatic's turn, you hear a sort of echoes from somewhere to your north. The Revenant's turn. Disadvantage attack on Puffin. 13 misses. Disadvantage attack on Terrell.
Huzzah.
That one. Puffin get an attack of opportunity.
Yay! Stab your ribs. Stabs.
Go ahead and add sneak attack.
Yeah.
Damn, that was
Extra.
good.
Extra stab your ribs. Stabs for another 19 damage. Jeez, I'm doing a lot now.
This thing is almost dead. Oscar, your turn.
The bonus action to do this thing where he just takes damage.
How do you want to kill it?
Disadvantage on all things. Ooh. So yeah, at this point, his armor is just like
Sizzling.
so hot. Yeah, it's like white hot, and it burns so hot that it just like burns his arms and his legs and his head off, and just like the armor falls to the ground.
He catches fire within the armor, and it is swiftly reduced to ash as the fire eats over the ruined flesh. Even the bones are consumed. He is totally destroyed.
That's my new signature move. How'd you guys like that?
What, your
like
signature move is Deflocrate?
Yeah. Hot armor. Microwave. Yeah, you gotta come up with a catchy name. I'm still working on that.
Microwave.
I think I heard something in there.
Any of you play Twisted Metal?
Oh, it's been a long time.
Oh, yeah. Dude, I haven't played that since I was like in elementary school.
I went out of my way a couple years ago to get my hands on a whole bunch of PS1 ISOs back before all the pirate sites got taken down. Unfortunately, I found a magnet on the drive that had the images, so I don't think it's good anymore. So,
That's not good.
yeah, shit sucks, yo. Oh well.
Yeah, so Chez, are we continuing? Are we gonna break there, or
We can continue.
I think we should check out the door.
Okay. It's it's locked.
Use the key on it. I'll use the key.
The key does not fit the door.
Oh shit. Foiled again.
You know what does fit the door? The arcane lock skill. If only I had that spell.
Oh, I use my thieves' tools.
All
on the
right.
door. Loop.
That'll do it.
Yeah.
As you open the door, a cultist sort of seems to be trying to hide under his desk.
I look, ho, friend, ho. Now is not the time to be afraid.
I think it's exactly the time to be afraid.
Now. I'm not here to kill you unless you try to kill me first.
No. There's more of you than there are me.
That's fine. Can you tell me more about this cult of yours?
Sure, I'll tell you whatever you want to know. It's these people are mad. Mad, I tell you.
I motioned the group into the room, and we all kind of just, I
I
would
love
say,
how
kind of
everyone's
surrounded.
slowly creeping closer into this
Yeah.
room.
So, friend,
Hey,
Yeah,
hey,
don't
you're
on
going
the
to
wall.
tell us.
Yeah, I'm sorry.
Sorry, we're not trying to. We're just trying to fit.
I'm just trying to fit. That's what. Okay. Uh,
Oh man.
where were we? Oh yeah.
Look at this guy.
Yeah. So how'd you get involved with this lot?
I was born here. Me and my brother Reginald.
You were born here.
Yes.
Is this your coming of age party?
No.
Do you
It
think
seemed
that
like it seemed like the best way to get out of the fields. Okay.
Made many
Oh.
sacrifices lately.
Is this is your brother the alchemist?
Yeah, like I said, I was about to say, I was like, Chez, you think just because this man is the brother of that wholesome character, it's gonna cause him to live? Oh, you don't think you know us very well?
Friend, I think you might want to go back to the fields if you know it's good for you, and not speak of anything.
No,
that
you
is-
don't understand. We can't leave. You've entered the church. You're an outsider. They won't let you out.
But what if we let ourselves out?
You can't.
Why not?
Look out the window.
I-
Go out. No, out in the hallway. The window to the east.
I go look out the window.
I stay right there and I just stare at this man with my
I'm pretty
big
keen on this crossbow at him too. Yeah.
Yeah, I
You see what
step
think
through
you
the
can
door.
see, Greg?
I tell everyone else to stay away. No, I push you back. Get back, Potham. Not a Potham.
So, what is that?
Yeah, that you don't even see that. You like you back up.
I
You
peek
come up,
over your shoulder and I'm like, what the fuck? Okay.
Definitely not gonna allow that to happen.
What is outside? What is that? Do you even know what that is?
Gray, when you look outside the window, when you push the windows open, you are assailed by a blast of cold air. Outside the window are not the woods surrounding the church that you entered. There is no sky. There is apparently no earth. There is only the incredible dark, dotted with huge, small, numerous eyes, blinking and whirring madly in the shadows. For an instant, you see the indescribable nothing around you, broken up only by those eyes before they turn all at once and look at you.
Wave hello.
Serious game.
Friendly?
So serious. All right. I, Captain. Yeah, Gray's gonna keep definitely not a Potham from approaching that
And
because
looking out the window, when the eyes look at you, I need you to make me a wisdom saving throw.
of course I would have it no other way.
Oh, fuck. Come on, double digits.
It's actually a fail.
Good.
And you take 4 psychic damage.
Oof.
Your nose begins to bleed. There was something else out there in the dark. Something somehow darker than the blackness around it. Something even more deeply shadowed than the abyss surrounding you. It looked huge. massive, some sort of colossal shape, round, vaguely fish-like. If you were to trace the edges of it painstakingly with your eyes, where the shadows become even blacker than they were before. There are two things you notice about it. It's vaguely shaped like a whale, and it is breathing. And we'll stop there.
Oh shit!
Oh, I love this game.